Guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jess. We're at the Sweet 16, and I got a tiny house right there that I need to work on. But I'm not going to work on it today. We got a whole bunch of changes going on up here at the Sweet 16. We've been doing all kinds of stuff off camera. We're cutting a new logging road. We're going to be working on the logging road today, cutting down a bunch of trees, and I'm going to tell you guys all about it. As some of you guys know, I went down to my buddy Paul Glidewell's house, the Bearded Carpenter, and we cut some cedar the other day, and we're going to use some of it on the tiny house. Got a piece sitting right there. Can you see it? No, you can't. Right there, boom. Let me flip this camera around. Where's my finger? Boom, right there. That's one of the pieces we cut down at Paul's. Problem is, we want to do that live edge on the tiny house, but we don't have enough of it, so we need to cut more cedar. So we're cutting a new logging road down at the bottom. We got the dozer guy coming. He's going to be doing a bunch of stuff down at the shell pit. I'm going to show you guys all about that. We went yesterday, there's a 16-footer, picked up 3 culverts that we found on Facebook Marketplace. Had to drive up to Muskogee, Oklahoma to pick those up. Got a heck of a deal on them, man. And really appreciate the deal I got, by the way, if you're watching. Thank you very much. So we got 15-inch culverts, 3 of them, 20-footers. Why do we get 3 culverts? Because we're going to be putting them in down at the bottom at the shell pit. Dozer guy's coming to level off the shell pit. We're going to make it kind of like a yard. He's going to push all the shell to one side. We're going to be able to scoop in that shell, bring some up top, line the driveway, line the campsites with it, and we'll have full access to the shell that we got down at the bottom. And to do that, we got to put culverts in. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about, but first, we're right here at the sawmill, and I gotta talk about that for a minute. So big news at Tree Haven, lots of big changes happening, and I'm really excited to tell you guys all about it. I've also been working a lot. Still trying to finish up Rob's house. You guys know Rob, he'll be here in a little bit. Been working a lot, been working over at my cousin Neil's house. He had a big insurance job, and been doing some stuff over there for him. And just haven't had a whole lot to film, but I'm back, and you're here. Thank you for being here. Let me show you guys what we're doing with the sawmill, okay? I'm walking down on the logging road. You guys know where we moved the tractor and the trailer and all the homesteading stuff. You guys probably watched the video, man. We pushed it all the way back here, got it all away from the tiny house when we did the big cleanup and everything. And we're gonna build a shop back here. So we're gonna build a shop right over there. Sawmill's gonna come over here. We're gonna put the track extension on there. I also have a lap siding attachment that I need to get hooked up to the sawmill. We're gonna start cutting cedar siding and all that kind of stuff. And I want the sawmill set up by the shop. So shop's going right back here. Dozer guy's gonna come clear that out. Shop's gonna get built. Sawmill's gonna get installed on the side of it. And we're gonna have a cover over it and all that kind of stuff. So we've been kind of working on that. We gotta get in here and cut some trees down. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So somewhere right in here, here's the logging road. This is where we pull logs out and head over to the sawmill now. So we're gonna bring the sawmill from right over there to like right over in here. Something like that. And the shop will be on the other side. There's Big Mike. There's the propane. This is where we moved all the stuff. This is where we moved all that crap. We spent about 3 or 4 days moving everything. cleaning up around the campsites, cleaning up the ridge, getting rid of all kinds of trash, burning stuff. Did all that. That was good. It's really nice to have it all cleaned up, you know. But it's gonna be time to move the sawmill. We're gonna have to pour some concrete, do some stuff like that. Just get that cleaned out so we can build a shop. But why are we doing that? We gotta start cutting more cedar. Whoa, that light. Hang on, let me move. It's early in the morning, and I'm telling you what, man, it is freaking winter time in Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? It's about 33, 34 degrees right now. And it's cold. I ain't joking, it's cold. But I got all kinds of cedar I need to cut. And we don't have enough for the tiny house. And once we made the decision to go with that live edge on the tiny house, that's what we're gonna do. So live edge siding, we got enough to do about a wall and a half right now, but we do need to cut more, and we need more cedar trees. So we're cutting a road down to the creek from the shell pit, which is way down the hill down there. And there's lots of big cedars down there. Paul came over the other day, the bearded carpenter, the guy with a great big huge beard. There's the tractor, Paul. You guys already know him. I don't have to tell you guys who the bearded carpenter is. But he came up here to Sweet 16. We did a big tour around the property with Paul. He checked out a bunch of my trees, kind of showed me what we're going to be looking for on some log walls for building a log home. And we got a bunch of cedar off the ridge down on the lower level that we need to harvest and bring up here to the sawmill and cut for that tiny house right there and future projects. You know, this tiny house isn't the only thing we're building up here. So we're gonna start doing that, get more like a permanent setup on the sawmill, and it's gonna be awesome. So let's go down the bottom, show you all the shell pit, show you guys where we're putting the culverts in. That's where we gotta start running the water lines and all that stuff down there, but we need a culvert first. Let's go down to the bottom, take you guys down to the shell pit. I don't really ever film too much down there. Some of you guys know what I'm talking about, some of you guys don't. But we do have a huge shell pit. It's not really a pit right now, but it's shell, and there's a lot of it. And we're gonna use it for the campsites and all the roads and the driveways and stuff like that. So we wanna be able to access that. Let's go on down the hill and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. All right guys, we're down here at the shell pit, and there was all kinds of small trees out here. You guys see the pile right there, man. We have just stacked it up. We've already tried to burn it 2 or 3 times, just too green. We ran some diesel on it yesterday. It just would not catch, would not stay lit. It did rain a lot here in Arkansas and for a few days, and so stuff's just too wet. We can't really burn it right now, but this pile is absolutely ginormous, man. Let me show you how big it is. I mean, there was little pine trees everywhere in here. So this shell pit's about 100 foot by 100 foot, and it's just gonna get leveled, and all this shell's gonna get pushed to one side, and then we'll be able to scoop from that pile, take it up the hill, drop it wherever we want to drop it, and it'll be a beautiful thing. And so can't wait for the dozer guy to get here. Probably gonna be a few weeks, and we're just kind of prepping it and getting it ready. We really didn't want him to push all these trees into a giant pile. That's why we cut them down, and we're burning them. That way we don't have to deal with them later. But let me show you guys the size of this freaking pile, man. It is out of control. Yeah, it's big. And luckily, this spot here is just all shell. I mean, you can have a big fire right here. There's no big trees anywhere around. It's just kind of right here in the middle, and it's a really safe place to build a fire. So we got that pile, then we got another pile over there that we got to burn. Before, you couldn't even walk right here where I'm walking. I mean, there's just trees everywhere. Check it out. Right here behind me, I got these trees marked kind of in a line with the pink ribbon. These are the ones we're leaving. This is going to be the backdrop for this shell yard down here. And right here is kind of where the hill starts. Boom. Goes way up there to Cabin Point. So right here is about the back of it. And you guys can see I left like a line of trees right here. Sun's pretty bright, but all along here, kind of outlining the entire shell pit. So yeah, we've been here working off and on. We'd come up here for like an hour or two, me and Rob would, and cut trees, drag them over here to the pile. We've done that 3 times, I think. And in the process, we decided to build a logging road off of this shell pit down to the creek, and that's the thing I'm most excited about, because it's going to give us access to log in a lot of that timber down there, and we'll just be able to go down to the creek real easy. We can take 4-wheelers down there, we can take the truck and trailer down there, we can get rocks out of the creek if we wanted to for building and stuff like that, and we can just skid logs out of there. And it's gonna be great, man, because we're gonna have so much more access to the natural building materials that we have out here on Sweet 16. So I'm walking down the logging road we cut right now, so let me show you guys that. And we got water in the creek. I told you guys it rained a bunch, and creek's kind of filled up. They're still running, and that's a wonderful thing, because we haven't had water in these creeks for like probably 4 or 5 months, and I'm glad they're running again. And I'm glad we're gonna be able to drive a vehicle down here and log and get rocks and all that kind of stuff. Give people tours. It'll just be an easy access getting down here to the bottom. So anyways, we're gonna be cutting logs all day. I'm glad you guys are here. Lots of big changes happening at Sweet 16. And I'm just glad you guys are here along for the ride, you know what I'm saying? So let's check out the creek. Sweet, man. All right, guys, Rob just showed up, man. The tour is just about over. I just wanted to get everybody kind of caught up on what's been going on out here at Tree Haven, Sweet 16. Did get a brand new chainsaw, super pumped to try that dude out today. We're gonna take a little bit of a break. We're gonna grab the saw, we're gonna get our gear on, and we're gonna get to work.
by, chain link fence and gravel drive. Wind chime ringing on my front porch, brand new carpet on every floor, and rope swing tied around a limb of a tall oak tree. It don't sound like much, but it sure is heaven to me. A big bathtub in my bathroom, microwave, dishwasher too. Folks say hi when they pass on the street. I clean a pair of socks every day of the week. Big soft chair for when I'm old, tackle box and a fishing pole. I don't care about the fortune or fame, I just don't wanna know my mailman's name. At Christmas time, gonna leave him a gingerbread cookie. It don't sound like much, but it sure is heaven to me. Every now and then we go on a vacation, big radio and a country station, hot dog grill in the noonday sun, drink a little beer, boy, have a little fun. Some folks worry about getting hit, but I'm gonna live a little before I'm dead. And anyway they say the best things in life are free. It don't sound like much, but it sure is heaven to me. Yellow flowers and green grass, riding mower that's built to last. A big beer stored on every float, a slip and slide and a garden hose. All my buddies and their wives have a big barbecue on the 4th of July, and a cheap guitar so I can play a little melody. It don't sound like much, but it sure is heaven to me. No, it don't sound like much, but it sure is heaven to me.
about this little guy right here?
Hey! Wow, light. Holy cow. Come here, honey. Crystal just showed up. I'm gonna show her around a little bit. And then me and Rob got to go see a guy about a job that we might be doing. And we'll be gone for 2 or 3 hours. But we'll come back and finish off the day strong. Don't go anywhere. Guys, that's going to do it for today, man. We got down here on this new logging road, and it is looking freaking awesome. You know what I'm saying? Rob, thank you again, brother.
No problem.
Rob pretty much helps me out all the time now up here at Sweet 16. And got a brand new saw. I don't know if I touched on that earlier in the show, but I did get a brand new saw, and it's way smaller, man. It's like half the size of my big Farm Boss, and I am absolutely loving it, man. It is so much better for cutting all this little stuff. So now we got 2 steels, and I think we're good to go, man. But this has been a great day. Just want to get you guys caught up on everything that's going on here at Sweet 16. We're just getting this all logging road done, you know, so that we can get down here and get some more cedar, take it up to the sawmill, start cutting some more siding and stuff, and it's going to be great to have access down here by the creek. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. Really do appreciate y'all watching. If you're not subscribed, please go hit that subscribe button. Give us a great big huge thumbs up like if there's anything you liked about this video, and if you got anything to say, just drop it right there in the comments. That's all you got to do, guys. That's going to do it for this one. We'll catch y'all on the next video. Peace. Here. Pretty sweet, man. I'm glad the creeks are filled. I'm glad the creeks are filling back up. It's getting to be that time of year. Cooler weather. Lots of work's gonna be getting done outside. And I'm super pumped, man. Let me show you guys all these trees that we cut down making this road. We're gonna grab the saw. We're gonna get the new saw, fire him up, and we're gonna get to work. I almost forgot I was going to show you guys where the culvert's going to go. Right here. All right, I almost forgot I'm going to show you guys where the culvert's going to go. We got 3 pieces, 20 foot each, so we got about 60 feet of culvert. Rob's got the measuring wheel, and we're going to measure 60 feet right here along this shell pit. That's quite a bit of culvert, but we like it because you're going to be able to pull in here. If we ever had a guest with an RV or something like that, they could easily get in here to this yard. This will all be flattened out shell. Be a real nice place to park if somebody had a motor coach or an RV or something really long, big long trailer or something. Be able to park right here. And this is going to be leveled off, and it's going to be the same level as the road. So there's about 6 feet in elevation from front to back. So that's going to be quite a bit of shell pulling all of that over to one side. And I'm super happy. We'll be able to use it, take it up top, hit the campsites with it, hit the ridge road, hit the logging road, all around the pop-up. It's going to be nice to be able to access that. And I think 60 feet of culvert, it pretty much covers most of this area right here. And it'll be a nice big area to be able to drive in here and get turned around. We're gonna get the saws, we're gonna get our gear, walk down the logging road, and we're gonna start cutting trees.